Hello everyone, welcome. We're gonna play a game. We're gonna play a game here. Alright, so this is a game that recently came out on GamePass. Now, before you do anything, this game was actually available in 2015, so it's actually kind of an old game, but it's now available on Xbox Game Pass, which means I have a chance to play it and have never even, I'll be honest with you, I never even heard of the game before. In 2015, I was probably doing a lot of other things. So, interesting. This is her story. It is, now if you haven't seen this game, you're like a police officer who's watching like old video. Seems cool, seems different. The guy who wrote it, I think, worked on Silent Hill Shattered Memories, which is that PSP and Wii and PS2 Silent Hill game where you don't have the ability for combat and stuff like that. It's the one that is basically a remake of the first game. But this was one of the projects that came afterwards. This is using, oddly enough, FMV video. So way back in the day on CDs and, you know, other media, instead of doing cutscenes with actual graphics, we used to do them with 3D characters. So, or not 3D characters, with FMV. Instead of using 3D characters and using, you know, assets from the game, we'd actually just play a video with real people in it. Some games are very well known for this. Command & Conquer. If anybody's played a Command & Conquer game before, well known for using FMV. Wing Commander games use FMV. There's a few others. There's a lot of them on like Sega CD and stuff, so those exist. But this one we're going to be playing, this one's from 2015. So let's get into it. Let's hit start and see what the deal is with this game. Story. Tori? Is that her name, Tori? Is that what's going on here? Ooh, we are, okay. So I am searching around inside. We're gonna search for murderer. Of course, we're querying the query database. Okay, so we've got, can I close this out? No, but, all right, let's read the README first. Close this out. I want to read this one first. Introduction to the logic database. Okay, so here we go. Computer technology is the backbone of modern police work. The logic database is one of the many continuing efforts to digitize our workflow and preserve evidence in a manner which will allow you to work more efficiently. I gotta be honest, this is, if you are from this time period where your workflow changed from regular, like pen and paper and stuff like that, and files and all that stuff, to a digital workflow, I would like to know in the comments, because this, I imagine that this is what it was like, was having to read lots of readmes, probably fumbling around a lot as people tried to figure out what the heck they're doing in this whole entire changing from old method to this new computerized method. I bet you it was a crazy time. I did not grow up in that time. I grew up a little bit later. When I first started working, computers were already a thing. So, in the coming years, the computer will continue to be the most valuable item in your crime-fighting toolkit, if only they knew. This database contains footage transferred from the existing homicide and serious crime tape archive at Portsmouth. It has been automatically sorted using our ASR technology. Each statement made by the interview participants is stored separately, so they can be tagged for submission to court. Ooh. The audio has been digitally stenographed, and the content of the testimony is attached to each clip. Okay, cool. To retrieve a clip, type in a word, for example, robbery, into the search field. Click search, and the database will return all clips in which the speaker uses that word. To narrow a search, use multiple words. Robbery supermarket. If you are working from a printed transcript, you can be even more precise. Use inverted commas to search for an exact match against the entire statement. Yes, I was there. Okay, cool. Interesting. To store a clip for later reference, click Add to Session. Also, if you wish to add additional tags of your own to help for future searches, please type... Where am I at? Oh, man, I got lost there. Please click in the user tags box and type in your desired tags. I don't know why I got lost there for a second. My eyes went to the wrong spot. For any further assistance, please contact your department's Information Technology representative, Police Information Technology Organization. We can't even give our police station a name. So that's interesting. I'm going to close that out. We'll open up... What's in the rubbish bin? Anything in the rubbish bin? Hack.info. Oh. Mirror Game by HSoft. Cracker, Cyber Ghost, Supplier, The Legends, Stripper, you never seen us. And the packager is God, I can't say that word. Illusionist. One for the mums here. Classic 2-player strategy for lunchtime gaming. Enjoy. And at the bottom here it says cracks with glass. It's a person's face. I don't know if you noticed this, but it is a person holding a floppy disk down here. So this is a floppy disk, and this is the face right here. So that's interesting. You got some hair going on up here. That's pretty cool. Let's close that. I'm not gonna play Mirror Game yet. Let's close this. Yeah. Oh shoot. Oh. Okay. So. Don't click the X in the corner to close it because you shut down the whole game. We can move it around a little bit so we can see Southeast Constable. Southeast. We got a DB checker. We've got log off, which I'm guessing log off would be the same thing as what I just did. We've got a clock over here. What's the clock look like? Ha! Can I change it? It's 4:06. I want to say that that's not the time, but that's also the time. I think it goes by hour. Today is not the 16th. Today is the 5th. So what is up with these numbers? Is that the year? If this is the year, that's right. If this is the month, this is right. But this is the date. This is not right. So then, okay, we go to time. Well, this would be the hour, but you wouldn't start with the hour. You'd do hour, then minute, then second. This is, I don't know. I do not know. Let's read the really readme. Hey, here's the database. I filled a Freedom of Information form to get your guest access. Everything seems to work. They transferred the videos off the original tapes in 1999, and then the Y2K thing hit, and they got mothballed. Ooh, dangerous. No one has touched them since. I couldn't find the server with the detectives' footage on. Possibly those tapes got damaged when the old archives were flooded in 97, but figured this would be enough. Take your time. Okay, so something is clearly up. Let's see here. And is this... What is database checker? I have one volume missing. Okay. So the only thing we have right off the bat, as you can see here, is we know the term murder is there. And we've got 4 clips for murder. So I'm gonna watch these along with you, and we're gonna figure out what words we should use to actually talk to these people. So let's add to session. We can add to session. Oh, we can change the tags too if we need to. So we're gonna add that to session. What is this? Query history. Okay, we've got settings, video subtitles, and we get. Look at that. We can turn off the anti-glare filtering so we don't get the whole crazy. Basically, I think that's a way of changing it if you want it to look a little bit less filtery. And I'm going to turn it off. I think it looks better on the stream itself. So we'll actually work with that. Let's go ahead and play this clip.
what can I do to help?
Well, not very long. But okay. So she said, think it's murder. Clearly it's murder. What can I do to help? Okay, so let's get into the second one. This is 12 seconds long.
Yeah, that's me. But February, that was months ago. What's that got to do with Simon's murder?
Ooh, okay, so nice little thing there we just found out. Person's name is Simon, who got murdered. Let's play the next one.
I didn't murder Simon. You've got it wrong. You've got the wrong person.
Okay, so she's saying that she didn't murder Simon, which I kind of got the feeling that she was saying that right away. You know, these are clearly not in order, but they are. Let's see. 27/6/94, 1/7/94. So okay. I think because this is in British, it's gonna be, or European, it's gonna be day and then month, then year. So I'm guessing this is the first one. Let's see here. Yeah. So the first one, she wants to help out, find out who murdered this person. Second one, she's got a picture of herself, and she's saying, what does this have to do with the murder? 2 days later, on the 3rd of July, she's saying, I didn't murder him. And now let's click this last one.
I'd like to speak to a lawyer now. Please. You have no murder weapon. You have nothing.
Uh-oh.
And all these stories we've been telling each other. Just that. Stories.
Interesting. So she said something there, stories. I wonder if we can type in stories, if stories will come up. Nice. So we got a bunch of new stuff here. All right. So can we remove those from access limited to first 5 entries, clips stored in user session? All right. Can we click on this one? So we've got 6/27. So this is the same day, a few minutes later. Nice. And this one's also the same day, and very clearly a few minutes later after that. So let's watch these two.
It's okay. Sounds weird. I'm not great to make up stories.
Okay, so she says she's not great at making up stories. Interesting.
Yes. I read a lot as a child. Watched lots of TV. And then the doll's house we had, and still have in the attic. It's kind of a fairy castle. We used to play out there and make up our own stories.
Interesting. The Dollhouse Castle. Should write that down. We've got these from the 3rd, it looks like. These are all from the 3rd. So, close this up. Yep, that's not going to move. And you can't remove these from session, which is weird, but we'll leave them there. We'll play these right now. Let's see where they fit in the timeline. So this is at 11:32, and this is at 11:26. So these should be swapped over. This one happens first, then this one. So if we put, let's see here, 11:26, 34, and 11:32. So that's 12:05. So we've got these 3 go before this one. All right. So let's click on this one and let's play it up.
Fairy tales. Stories about lost princesses, evil witches, magical mirrors, and lost children.
Something about that dollhouse. I heard dollhouse, and I just don't know why, but I wanted to see about the dollhouse. And fairy tales. I think I want to look up fairy tales.
No, it was just me and her. He was the name we're going to call their first child. They talked about it. I'm going to try when he came back. that I read when I was a child. Maybe I misread. Maybe I misunderstood. Sometimes it's hard to remember what happened last week.
All right, so Eve was an interesting name that she said there, as well as Florence. Let me put this in. See what this last one is.
I'm not sure where the dollhouse came from.
See, there's that word dollhouse again.
They just give it to them or they inherited it. They wouldn't have had money to buy it. It was so huge. It must have been taken up to the attic in parts and then reassembled up there. It is a beautiful thing. Wallpaper to skin, little furniture, lights work, mirrors, beds, probably duvets and pillows. We just spent hours and hours planning it. We invented all these characters and families who lived there. We wrote paperwork from them all, passports, diaries, we gave them 1 million elaborate stories. Once a moth got trapped in there, we left a light on. It was making this horrendous noise. We tried to kill it, but it was tough. We ended up crushing it under a copy of the Arabian Nights.
Interesting. Interesting. So let's type in dollhouse. Okay, so a couple of these come up, but the word dollhouse is there. Now look, this is 625. This is 627. So this has got to be one of the first times that she was there. I'm gonna look that up. Let me look at these two real quick. See what she says, because these are gonna happen a little bit later.
She told me to come inside, and she hid me. They had made the attic into a place where Hannah could play. It was a dollhouse. She hid me up there. No one else ever went into the attic. It was her place.
What the hell? The attic. All right, so we'll look at attic.
The legal stuff was completed very quickly. Hannah moved back in with Simon. Eric gave Simon a week off to help with the move. He decorated, modernized wallpaper curtains. Hannah insisted the attic be left as it was. Dollhouse and all. Simon and what other.
All right, we turned the volume up. I didn't know the audio was so far down. All right, so let's check this out. This is the earliest video we have right now.
Yes. I inherited it from my parents that made sense to do back. Me and Simon. Felt like going back to old days.
What is she talking about, Simon? Now she's talking about she was with Simon, but in the other one she said that Simon moved in with Hannah.
Old days.
What in the world are we doing here?
We decorated it as soon as we moved in, but it was another year before we started sleeping there.
That's interesting. That is very interesting. Let's type in Simon. 61 entries with the word Simon. Oh boy. Oh boy. So I guess this is telling me I'm checking the database like properly, because it's showing me parts that I've found. At least that's what I think. I have no clue. What is the time? Interesting. All right, so DB checker. No, not DB checker. Let's see. So we've got 6:18. That's days before this. That's like 9 days before. All right, so let's hit play. This is at
Simon Smith. He works at Pence Brothers Glass. They do windows, all kinds of glass.
Simon Smith.
Simon does the more special work. Mirror making, feature windows, artistic things. Really beautiful things.
Okay, so he works at he was murdered very clearly, because that's what I think this one said. But we found out that he works at a glass making place. So let's go through this. Let's see here.
Simon is 6 foot, darkish blonde hair, average build. He's clean shaven. If his beard grows, it goes ginger, so he shaves it. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with ginger hair.
It sounds like there was.
I bought a photo. They said a spring photo. This was taken last year on holiday in Rome. It's the best one I have.
Where is... Okay. She just showed something to him. When does this one take? This is a couple minutes in. I want to see that picture. Is the picture available? That's the only one that says Rome. Okay. So let's go back to this one. We'll go in here. And I guess we'll play the next one. I wanted to see that picture.
The Arms. The Rock.
The
it's
Rock.
It's a nice couple, Peter and Susan. There's some other regulars there that Simon likes to drink with. And the barmaid they have on sometimes. Helen. Peter said Simon had been in and had a few drinks.
Interesting, interesting. You know, guys, let me give me just a second. I've got to pause and go check on something real quick, all right? Just give me a few minutes. And we're back. It's the cycle that never ends. Life is fun like that. Alright, so right here, let's watch this again, just because I need a refresh. Oh, Rockington Arms, okay. Rockington Arms. She mentions a Peter and someone else in there, so we'll write that down. I'll definitely put that in there. Alright, add to set. Oh, not add to session.
Yes. There's an Amstrad one.
Amstrad.
No one uses it for very much. There's a printer so you can write letters on it. Simon sometimes plays games. Yeah. And Save the Princess. That kind of thing.
Interesting. Save the Princess. What is... So the dollhouse thing, and then he's like saving the princess. It's like very much about whatever the medieval thing is. So we'll keep going through here and taking a look.
Simon isn't the type to run off or do anything crazy. Someone must have done something to him, or there must have been some kind of accident. So what do we do next?
Okay, so let's see here. Access is only limited to the first 5 entries. So what that means is that we probably have got to come in here and figure out more words. So maybe I heard the word princess. Let's see, princess. Oh, look at that. 7 more entries. Interesting. All right, so let's take a look here.
It wasn't the present so much. It was one of those arguments that had been simmering for a while. The present was a mirror. A nice mirror. He'd engraved the glass, the kind of mirror a princess would have in a story. He made it specially for me.
Dang, nice guy. Got her a special custom mirror. That's pretty interesting. That's pretty good. All right, next one.
Let me see. Yes. I drove in here because I remember, well, I went over the river.
The river, okay.
And then there was a church. There. Yeah. And I probably I remember seeing a street sign called Princess Street.
Princess
But there it
Street.
is. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it must be this one. There.
All right. Well, she said something. Princess Street. So let's look that up. That's the only one she mentions the Princess Street. So what about River? There's another one with a river, so we can look at that. One that is from 7-1. So let's take a look at this. She's got a tattoo.
You got me. I'll confess. We were there. It was a dirty weekend. Simon was going to expense it, pretend it was a business trip. I used a made-up name. We stayed at the hotel, had room service, didn't leave the room, had a great view of the river, and you could hear the
Church bells. Okay. So she must have been somewhere. What vacation was she on?
He said it was very romantic.
Okay, so let's check out church, maybe? Ooh, interesting.
No, I was 15.
Oh, I don't like that.
Carl was older, 17, I think. I was really into him, regardless of how he actually behaved. Lots of drunken teenage sex.
What the fuck? What am I
We
watching?
did it in a church once.
What?
It's stupid. So he got tired of us and we split up after about 6 months. It was sad, but those early experiences, they help you realise who's really important to you, you know? Family.
Interesting. Okay. She just said family, so let's check family. Ooh, 6 entries, but we're limited to 5. So let's check this one.
Yeah, when I was at school. I worked part-time in the front shop. It was sort of an extended family thing. My dad used to work there, my mum worked there before I was born. I took care of paperwork, filing, typing out invoices, that kind of thing. And it was a good job for a girl back then. I didn't work a till or anything though. I was quite shy, so I wouldn't have liked to have worked a till.
She said she didn't want to work a till, which is interesting. Alright, let's go to the next one. Why does she got a tattoo on this one, but she didn't have a tattoo on the last one?
So, Carl fucked off, and then there were other boys here and there, and then Simon.
Okay. So why did that play if I put in family?
Family.
Okay.
So, Carl fucked off.
Okay, that's the last video from the previous one. Okay. Interesting.
Florence was a warm, kind person. But she was broken, I guess. When I found her diary, I also found a biscuit tin with other stuff in it. All the papers, letters, that kind of thing. Her story was in there.
Her story. Interesting. They actually said the name of the game in there.
To really understand, I guess. I just put it together later, once I was older. She had loved children, planned to have a large family, but her husband died in the war. And that was back when you married for life. She never felt like she could marry again. Isn't that strange? She was a widow from her 20s.
That is a little strange.
But, I mean, I guess it was different then.
That is a little strange.
She married for life and she felt she could never marry again. I guess it was harder, a war widow. One of the dead. I don't know, maybe there was more to it than that. I don't really know.
This Florence person, I want to look this Florence person up. Let's see, Florence. All right, so we got 5 entries. Okay, so there's more about this Florence person.
Across the road, where my parents first lived there, was a midwife called Florence. When Hannah was born, I was born at the same time.
Ooh,
The
nice.
midwife was there to help. I'd been throttled by the cord, probably wrapped around my neck by Hannah. The midwife told my mother I was dead.
You might still be. Who knows?
But I
This is a
wasn't.
mystery.
She wrote all this stuff in a diary. Amazing what people will admit to on paper.
Ooh, interesting. Do we have... Time is still kind of in the good spot. Let's see here. Do we have paper? I don't know what the heck this is. I've never played this before. Player 1 wins! Oh my gosh, so stupid. Something's up with this game though. What is up with this game? Uh-oh. I'm getting notifications all the time. Let's check this out. We've got Florence here.
Florence took me home with her.
Ooh.
Mother hadn't been expecting twins and had a healthy baby. I guess she was just happy for Florence to clean up. Take away the evidence that this was anything but a happy occasion.
Interesting. Interesting. Uh-oh. Did you see that? The screen kind of like went in and out on the image. It kind of like went dark and then came back up.
Florence raised me in her home. I never left it. She kept me out of sight. It wasn't odd for people to see a midwife with a baby, carrying in supplies, washing nappies, that sort of thing. I never knew any different. I grew up looking out of my window and seeing her across the road. I thought it was like a reflection in the mirror. She was me.
Alright, so looks like she was a twin. They thought she was dead, whoever this girl is, and that they were willing to this Florence person took her in. So let's look up Hannah. See if we get a Hannah. Nice, we've got a couple here.
My name is Hannah. H-A-N-N.
Oh my gosh, we've got 2 different people.
It reads the same backwards as forwards. It doesn't work if you mirror it though, it's not quite symmetrical, but well, I mean, you get the idea.
Interesting.
Sorry. Hannah Smith, I live at 31 Gladstone Street.
Ooh, Smith. Smith, so that's the last name. Did you hear that? I heard the police. If I hit exit here, it does the same thing, yeah. Alright, so both of this and this let you leave. Alright, so it looks like what we're staring at is 2 different people that look the same because they're twins. So, obviously, this is really, really cool. Alright, let's click in here. Who is this? Is this triplets? think the other girl might be named Eve. That's interesting. The other girl might be named Eve. That's Morse code. That's Morse code. Interesting. I'm gonna type in Morse code on this one. This one, I'm gonna add that to the session. But Morse code, that's interesting. She tapped Morse code. I've got to figure out what that is.
Yes, my name is Hannah Smith. Oh, shit. Sorry.
Interesting. Let's type in Eve and see about Eve. Ooh, we found some entries about Eve.
Well, my friend Eve. She was a friend from when I was a kid. And she was always more popular with the boys, and I used to hate her for it. I mean, really hate her sometimes.
That's so... Alright, so we got a little bit longer one here.
Yes. We'd fight. We fought on the beach once, and I held Eve's head underwater.
What?
There was no one else around. It was at the far end of the beach, and I held her head under, and I kept it under. And for a moment, I just wanted to kill her and watch her drown. But that was it. It was just a moment.
You shouldn't have admitted that.
We made up after. It was a love-hate relationship.
Wow, interesting. Alright, let's go to this one.
A police station. Yeah. When I was young, we ran away on my birthday. Bob Dylan was playing.
Bob Dylan.
And we thought we could break into his tour bus and have him take us with him. The taxi driver we paid to drop us off. I mean, we'd saved money, pinched a bit here and there to pay for the fare. He was suspicious because we were so young, so he told the police.
What a jerk.
So they came and picked us up and took me back to Portsmouth. My mum picked me up from the station. But I blamed everything on my friend Eve. So my parents let me off.
That is a classic. That is classic right there. I didn't do anything.
My mother called me Eve.
Interesting. Okay, so she got called Eve. Let's see here. I want to look up. I know this sounds silly, but I want to look up Bob Dylan. I bet you. Nope, there's only one. Wow. How about taxi? There is something with the word taxi in it because she had mentioned a taxi incident. So I'm going to click on this one and see.
When I arrived in Glasgow, I was exhausted. The streets were empty. I was driving badly. And I hit a taxi.
Oh, shoot.
Not a big crash, just paintwork. The guy was so pissed off because I didn't have a driving license on me. But when I told him I was pregnant, he made sure I got to the hospital so they could check me out. It was fine. The hospital must have details when I was looked at. There's a scratch on the car.
Alright, so, let's see. Pregnant. Oh, we get a little bit more into this story. Got a pregnant person.
I got pregnant.
Uh-oh.
Both our parents had a big powwow. We weren't even in the room. And they decided we should get married.
Uh-oh. It sounds like Simon got her pregnant. But it could not be Simon. It could be someone else. It's interesting. It could be someone else.
Yes, I'm fine. I won't be sick again. This happens some days. I'm pregnant. It's morning sickness.
Alright, so this is 2 days later, and she's saying she's pregnant here. Okay. Interesting. I know I'm saying these, but I'm doing a lot of thinking in my head about what exactly is going on here.
Well, yes. He found out on my birthday. I told him I was pregnant.
Oh, nice.
It's Rapunzel. The story starts when she's born. Mother Gothel, a witch, takes Rapunzel from her parents and keeps her locked up in this tower. Rapunzel gets pregnant by the prince. And Mother Gothel is furious, so she cuts off her hair and throws it. Actually, her hair's already short here, so that's already happened.
I don't know about that.
So she throws her into the wilderness, and Rapunzel is reunited with the prince, who's blind. But she kills him with her tears, and so it's a happy ending.
I don't know about that.
Is that too much?
I don't know. That's interesting. I just got an achievement right here. I don't know if you can see it. You can't see it. There's an overlay. But I just got an achievement that tells me it's a happy ending, Rapunzel story. So I guess I found Rapunzel's story. Okay. Cool little thing there. Let's check out our DB. So we are finding a bunch of stuff, right? All right. Let's see. What other words can we use? Smith. I wonder if Smith comes up with a bunch. 3 entries, so there's no Smith entries. All right. I should have wrote something back. I should have gone backwards and checked something out, but a little late for that. Let's try. Anybody have any ideas what I should try? I'm thinking. Let me type in police. See if we can get something about the police state. We can.
It was after dinner. I'd spoken to Sam's parents on the phone. I looked up for an early night and I suddenly had this thought. I think it was something his mum had said. She'd been speaking about old stuff, sad stuff, about when we lived there, about the baby. There's some boxes in the cellar, nursery stuff we never needed, and I never had the heart to throw out. And I suddenly remembered that when I looked down there the week before, those boxes, that pile was in the wrong place.
Uh-oh.
I went cold all over. I went down there with a torch and went straight to the back, and that's when I saw the bin bags.
Bin bags?
Pulled them open, saw the body. I screamed, and that's when I called the police.
Oh, shoot. Oh my gosh. She saw his body in a bag. Oh my god, that's creepy. Would not be happy with that.
The whole thing was wrong. The bags, I think they were from our kitchen. You could probably check that. We never go into the cellar. It's just a place we put things we don't need.
Oh gosh.
Dad used to grow mushrooms there.
He was a druggie.
The bags were taped up. I think it was positive.
Sorry, my chair likes to go down. It likes to sink, it likes to go up for no reason. What is with the music? Let's try this one.
When will the police let me back in the house? They let me take a bag of clothes with me, but...
Oh gosh, she wasn't even allowed to take a bag, more than a bag of clothes for the crime scene.
Okay. I parked up in the street It was busy, so I had to park down the end of the road. Walked up, knocked on the door, no answer. I took my keys out of my bag and unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. You can tell because the key doesn't turn when you try to turn it to the left. I walked in, Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes in the shoe rack. I shouted out. I walked straight into the kitchen because he usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper, but he wasn't there. I touched the kettle, it was cold. I looked quickly in the living room, nothing. So I walked upstairs to the bedroom and he wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. I had a shower. The phone rang whilst I was in the shower. I didn't answer it. I think it was Eric. Then I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, though I didn't mean to.
Why would you do that?
I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. This time I spoke to him. Then I called Doug and Eleanor. And then I decided to come and see you.
Is this the same person? Is this the same person? That's very odd, right? Because when is this is on 6:30. This is on 6:27. Okay, so the time frame does fit. But in this one, you see in these two, her hair is up, her hair is down. Her hair is up here. Her hair is up here. Her hair is down here. So the hair being all over the place is weird. I wonder if there's a third girl involved.
I parked up on the street. It was busy, so I parked down the end of the road. I walked up to the house. I knocked on the door. No answer. I took my keys out of my bag, unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. I could tell because the key wouldn't turn when I tried to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes in the shoe rack.
Is this the same one?
I shouted out for him. I walked straight into
they
the kitchen.
repeated it twice?
He sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper. He wasn't there. I touched the kettle. It was cold. I looked quickly into the living room. Nothing. I walked upstairs to the bedroom. He wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there.
I wonder if she had to repeat this or if this is someone else.
I was in the shower, the phone rang. I think it was Eric, his boss. I didn't answer it. Then I came out and I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, but I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. I spoke to him.
Who is Eric?
I called Simon's parents. And then I decided to come and see you. I don't know.
The fact that they had it repeated twice is weird because she says it on this day and then she says it on this day. So I want to see if Eric shows up. Oh shoot, I stupidly put 14 entries for Eric.
He was wearing a shirt, a blue turtleneck shirt and jeans. He has a watch. It's a really nice one. That was a gift from his boss, Eric.
Oh shoot.
He had his coat, a long grey duffel coat, black pants and there. He would have taken that with him. It's not in the house.
Okay, so some kind of long coat. I wish there was more. I could see some evidence or something.
Friday evening, we had an argument.
Because all I'm looking at is this tape, and I want to know more. Like I want to see what the evidence. You know.
All day. He was supposed to go help Eric out with something on the Saturday afternoon. They had a job. He didn't show. So Eric was ringing on the phone. I checked up the Rock. That's our local. They said they'd seen him on the Friday night, but not since. He still wasn't back this morning. It just isn't like him at all. Still not back by dinner time. It's getting dark again. So I decided to come see you. His parents haven't heard anything either.
Okay, let's type in The Rock. I know that's No, we're not looking for Dwayne Johnson, guys. We're looking for a bar of some kind. Alright, so let's check these out.
Oh God, I don't know. I mean, I guess The Rock. You've spoken to everyone there. Someone must have seen where he went. I don't know.
I'm guessing that if you look at the time frame, it's a little weird because some of these, let's see, these right here, you see 6:18. So, and then this is 6:25. These kind of detail that they don't know that Simon's dead yet, right? Like, all of these, they think he's missing, and she's like, in this one, she very clearly said, you've spoken to people, they must know where he is or where he went, you know, meaning that they don't know that he's dead yet.
No, no one has been in the last few weeks. We had a plumber come in 3-4 weeks ago. Simon knew from The Rock.
Okay, well, let's see here. Let's type in body. Let's see if we can see the body. So this is 6:27. This is 3. Oh, something with the guitar. Nice. All right.
The bruise.
Oh, she's got a
I have a
bruise.
really fast metabolism, so stuff like that just comes and goes. I don't know if there's much more that I can tell you that I haven't already told the other policemen. I found the body.
So she said something interesting. She's got a bruise. She's like, the bruise, it comes and goes. She's got a fast metabolism. I'm wondering if I can find something. This is 6:27. Can I find something on 6:26? If I can find something on 6:26, maybe I can see the bruise that they're talking about.
His body.
Oh, shoot.
Didn't look real. His throat.
Ooh, sliced.
It looked like his throat had been cut.
Oh, not good.
And I didn't see his glasses. There's these thick glasses. It doesn't matter.
Okay, well, let's check out this one. This one is weird. This is from July 1st.
Really? Okay. Here's the rest. Laid a body on the dock to dry. Oh, the wind and the rain. Till a fiddler with a fiddle came walking.
A fiddler with a fiddle. What else would he come with? God, writing is sometimes terrible, right?
Yes, he made a fiddle bow of her long blonde hair. What a dreadful wind and rain.
I don't think she was a very good singer. I'm sorry.
Oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, he made fiddle pegs from her finger bones. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain.
What in the world is she singing about? He killed the fiddler killed somebody and made. This sounds like the fiddler came in, killed this person, and used parts of the body to operate a fiddle. Or actually made a whole fiddle out of this person's body, which is insane.
Yes, the only tune that the fiddle could play was all the dreadful wind and...
I have no idea.
Anything you sing may be used as evidence against you.
That wasn't intentional, I promise. That was very long. Let's see here.
Can you imagine? I tried to get pregnant too, but it didn't happen.
Wait a minute. This is how you know this is so weird. This one is saying that she couldn't get pregnant. The other one was trying to get pregnant. I don't even know where they're going with this.
My period stopped because hers had. I was pretty though.
I wonder if they're in the same body. That would be really creepy.
Felt like Hannah really fucked things.
Let me think about that for a second. That would be really creepy, and definitely would fit kind of.
We had become different.
I don't know, the Silent Hill mold, definitely, but in this case, something about that, something about that activated something. Pads. I wonder if the word Alright, so she said different paths, but I'm gonna try some words that I can't seem to spell. Ooh, what's this? This is a few minutes earlier.
Differences? She's a better driver than me. She passed the test for us. I tried to take it and nearly crashed the car.
What?
Learned that you can't rely on confidence to get you through everything. She is the shy one. She was especially shy around boys. If Hannah liked a boy, I would have to pursue him. It was that way with Carl. Hannah met him first. She had such a crush.
Is this a split personality type of deal?
After a night that his band had played at. It got difficult. When I was with Carl, we would have sex, but Hannah couldn't let him see she was a virgin. She had lots of excuses.
This might be, I know this sounds crazy, but this might be that, like, split personality deal where, you know, you have multiple personalities that live inside of your head and they activate at different times. And I think that's what's going on here.
We used a hairbrush.
Because the way it's talking is we, and I don't know. We. Nope. Gosh, what's the name of that split personality disorder? Nope. I can't find disorder. Dang, I can't find anything for these. That's interesting though, because it seems like that's where I'm on the right track. It's definitely a split personality, and I think this one right here, the one that I tagged with Morse code, is the changing of the personalities. So I wonder if I hit change. Ooh, we got 2 for change.
We couldn't afford our own place. Simon dropped out of school, went full-time at the Glaziers. That was Eric's generosity. We moved in with his mum and dad. They had a spare room for us and the baby, if it came. It was a nice change, time to myself, living there for those months, full of hope.
Ooh, this is so different.
I don't know if anyone really changes. You just become more yourself. Simon was my prince, and that hasn't changed.
Interesting. Okay. Let me see about the bruise on the face. I want to see that one.
Bruise? Oh, yeah. No, it's nothing. I was going through the top cupboard in my kitchen, and the chair slipped, and I kind of hit the door with my face. It hurt like hell.
This is early on, too. Look at the date on that. That's before Simon went missing.
If one of us got hurt, the other one would have to be hurt too. A grazed knee, a bruise. When I lost my tooth first, We had to pull out Hannah's to match.
But now it sounds like there's two separate actual like individuals, which is unique, right?
The girlfriend came up to Hannah the next day and punched her.
But I don't get it. I want to say that this has something to do with that idea of the split personality, the alters idea, whatever. I don't know. I didn't do any research into that before I did this because I had no idea. I'm playing it blind, but it sounds very much like that's the case, that these two, that multiple, at least two people living in the same mind, in the same body, like the mind is broken. This is so interesting.
Childhood diseases, stomach bugs, nits. This was about 9.
9 years old.
I went round and she was waiting for me. She was furious and so angry, the kind of anger you can only have towards yourself. We screamed at each other, argued, cried, we fought. I hit her back, left a bruise. I had my wig on from performing and she tore it off.
What?
Eventually, we grew tired of fighting and I left.
Oh, wow, interesting. Okay, so I want to look up Split. I want to see if Split is in there. One entry, didn't see it. Okay. What about, what is, anybody in the comments, please, give me some words that I would know to kind of figure this out, because what I'm thinking, this is just what I'm thinking, it's a split personality deal. I don't think that there's two separate people. I think it's one person who has multiple different personalities inside their head for whatever reason. Because even though they kind of say that it doesn't, I don't. You get shots of stuff like this where you've got her with a hair up, you've got shots with her hair down. Let's look up guitar because that might help. This Morse code, by the way, down here, like, that could mean something as simple as changing, you know, the person in control, the whatever the terminology is. Again, I didn't know that this was going to be in the game, so I didn't do any research on it because I had no idea. So I apologize to everybody if I offend you. I'm trying not to. I swear.
He wasn't very musical. He liked to listen, but he was tone deaf.
All right, so.
Yes. Yeah, it's my guitar.
It's her guitar. Cool. One of their guitars.
You want me to play something? I'm not the world's greatest guitar player. Okay?
Yeah, not the world's greatest singer either. Let's be honest.
How about a traditional band?
Uh-oh. How long is this gonna be? Oh, this one's a long one. Oh, not bad. Not bad.
There were 2 sisters came walking by the sea. Oh, the wind and the rain.
She keeps singing about the wind and the rain.
The eldest one pushed the other one in. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain.
Interesting.
They both had a love for the captain's son.
I bet you in this song that she's singing, the captain's son is definitely Simon.
For the youngest one, all the dreadful wind.
It sounds like.
Oh, the eldest envied her sister fair. Oh,
Yeah.
the wind and the
Sounds like one of them was really into Simon, and Simon was into the other one, but probably didn't know. If I had to guess, Simon didn't even know that they had this disorder, this issue, this handicap, whatever you want to call it. I wouldn't blame him either, because unless you're told ahead of time, how would you know?
She floated
was thinking about the wind and the rain, so I'm gonna write wind and rain in the next one.
And then it gets really weird, so I think that's a good place to stop.
And then I've already heard the second one. Oh, we heard the wind and the rain. We heard, so I actually heard both things of the wind and the rain. It popped up, gave me an achievement for it. So, interesting. We're gonna close this. What if we write wind and rain? There's the 2 for wind and rain. Okay. If I write fairy tale from earlier, 7 entries, we're talking about fairy tales. Alright, so here's the deal. This is very, very interesting. If you're interested in playing this game, if you had not gotten the chance for whatever reason, maybe you didn't know about it when it happened, maybe you are interested in moving forward. If you'd like to see more of this game, tell me. I'll make more of this game. But also, it is available on Game Pass right now, at least on the PC. I didn't see it on Xbox Game Pass, but I could be wrong. It could have just been some issue where I wasn't able to see it. But it is on PC Game Pass. So if you want to play this game, you want to figure everything out, go ahead and play this game. It's on Game Pass, $15 a month for Game Pass Ultimate. But outside of that, thank you guys for showing up. If you showed up to the stream, thank you guys for participating.